here to do a reading for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Mutual Energy. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new or returning, if you could, please go ahead and like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'd love to hear from you, interact, see what your thoughts, see what's resonating, see what you like, so I can create this for you. But we'll go ahead and get started with some oracle cards for the counterparts as usual. For masculine, we have enter the temple of your truth and learn to value it. So masculine may not be standing in his truth, not valuing what his truth actually is. It's time for a change here with release your inner rebel, be yourself and create your own universe at the bottom of the deck. It's time for a change. 19 coming, breaking down to 10. 10 represents completion, endings. It's like masculine's standing in the shadows, not wanting to step up to what his actual truth is. I guess no longer wanting to hide it, because it's seeming like this woman is on the path to this you want to call temple of truth, and she's kind of standing off to the side in shadows and darkness, and it's upward into this temple. It's lush, it's a lot of greenery, it's, expansion and growth there. Like you can see from a higher perspective, it's on a higher level of land, it's more fruitful. It doesn't look like it's as hard and rock-like like the rock she's standing on. Looks like it's a lot of light up there, and just kind of intuiting what's being delivered behind that. But masculine may be just basically not standing in his own truth, and once he does, it'll be a lot better. Mutual energy, the time is right. Seize the day and make progress on your soul path. So you both may be feeling like the time is right to go ahead and move forward. The time is there to take advantage of an opportunity, to step forward into the path that you're already heading towards. 11, again, mirroring numbers here for you both mutually. Look at the two birds there as well. It's like this woman is taking a step, looking at the steps that she's taking, like aware that she's taking the steps, being observant of the steps being taken on the path that she's walking, and the birds are watching as well. But it's like symbolic for me because it's two of them, and then the card is 11. So you can intuit that yourself on how that represents itself to you. And one more for feminine. A light-filled angel is at your side. So it's just a reminder that angels are near you. They're by your side. 38 also breaking down to 11. So we got 10, 11, 11. Things may be coming to completion. Things may be mirroring each other. It watches over you every dark doorway. So even though you may not know where you're going, what path you're walking down, you're protected, you're guided, you're being watched over. So I would say that card as a reminder. Let's pull and see what the information is in the tarot. Get a surprise release of emotions. Fear surrounding new beginnings, laying foundations, getting grounded, becoming a little bit more stable, having potential for growth. It's like, I don't know, it's an anxiety surrounding that. I picked that up on my last reading. Masculine was more in a deep breath energy, like I'm trying to get myself together, prepare myself, build that energy, get that courage, that willpower. But we still have this disappointment. See, it's kind of the same. This woman here in the dark, I'm going to just get a little closer. This woman right here in the dark, she is kind of looking over her shoulder, standing there. Again, grief, disappointment, sadness, loss, regrets, thinking about what was spilled. And even behind that woman, I'll show you one more time, is a waterfall. And then let's look at that real quick. Okay, I just wanted to point that out. I like the synchronicities and stuff. I like because they mean something. When things sync up like that, they're not to be overlooked. Let's keep pulling masculine. How are we feeling today? That's too many. Let's try that again. It's like masculine is overly observing something, watching something, paying attention to something. Yeah, disappointed in the connection, kind of overthinking. Look at that. The Lovers and the Two of Cups. What's with the Two of Cups? Yeah, having to wait. I feel like masculine doesn't want to wait because it's like because you guys mutually here feel like the time is right. So it's like masculine's found the truth about the relationship, getting some type of clarity, wanting to speak on it, wanting to talk about it, but kind of holding off. What about it? Oh, we're gonna definitely have to clarify. Yeah, it's like his ego has actually gotten him blocked. What's the Tower? Why I said ego. Mind games, manipulation, maybe even self-sabotage, kind of at odds about thoughts going on in his head, kind of shocked at what he's thinking. Because it's definitely something with thoughts. The Knight of Swords, Five of Swords, Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You got, that's 8 swords, mental entrapment. 5 of Swords coming out, 3 of Swords underneath the deck. 8 of Swords, mentally stuck, not sure what to do. You have the Tower moment, sudden change, upheaval, transformation, something shocking, something new. But it's like the thoughts that came into his head about the disappointment, the sadness, regrets about the connection, having that bond, that closeness, but thinking, contemplating the relationship, wanting to act on it, feel the mutual love, wanting to take action, wanting to talk about it, but again, holding back because, again, we have something going on with the mental here, thinking about heartbreak, confused, unable to see, stuck, stagnant, trying to see things from a different perspective. Yeah, because there's emotions there that are growing or just budding, and at this point, masculine's kind of in a jittery, flighty emotional stance. Okay, I had to think about it. Yeah, but it's like it's being built. He's working on it, putting in the work, wanting to collaborate, but again, still nervous about it because he needs to temper that energy, make a head over heart decision about a new beginning in love. Because it's like, your emotions at some point are gonna keep you blocked. And that's, again, you need to enter the temple of your truth, because your emotions, you feeling that fear and letting that fear, those nerves trigger you into not taking the action that you so clearly want, which is causing you disappointment, mental conflict. Yeah, you're gonna keep running into that. You're gonna keep um feeling that energy. Okay, masculine. Let's shift it. And I tried. I'm trying to get new energy, but if masculine's still wrapped up in that mental conflict, wrapped up in those sadness, loss, regrets, wrapped up in fears and anxieties, like clear as day. It's very clear about the fears. Okay? That's just confirmation. Let's see what else, masculine. We'll get some internal information and see what's going on. But your fears are the reason why you have a lot of emotional confusion. You're unable to see clearly on what you actually feel. Alright, masculine, let's talk about it. What else? Let's get a couple more for masculine. Yeah, because you're missing the opportunity of what's in front of you, what's being shown to you, because you haven't surrendered certain things. You haven't put down. It's like you're trying to follow your intuition through those blockages so you can make a clear decision. It's like you're moving in silence. You don't want to talk about it. So you can have mental clarity, move forward past any blockages, challenges. Again, healing from anything that weighed you down and kept you stuck, masculine. You do want a passionate new beginning. You are choosing a path of acceleration. It's just you're kind of. It's just telling me that you're still trying to bring it together. It's still processing in your head. Like, again, the ego, it's causing the mental. Look at that. It's like you don't want to give up. You definitely want the new beginning to lead to the Ten of Cups. It's just right now you're missing the opportunity to do so. Typically, I only go for three at the bottom, but they came out together, so I feel like they go together. A lot of emotional feelings. Masculine, are we dealing with the water sign? Maybe a Scorpio. It's like, but you can't quite see it. So it's like you don't want to. Okay. It's like you don't want to make any moves because you're not seeing things clearly. You kind of visually impaired on what your future vision would be. It's like you want this to be the end result, but all of this is in the mix. The sadness, the loss, the regrets, your ego, your being stuck in your head, overthinking, overanalyzing. All the while you just letting your rainbow cup sit right there, and you're like, So, masculine, underlying energy, it's saying to follow intuition, be tuned in, and take care of yourself after a heartbreak. So, masculine could have experienced it. Watch and observe. It's like pay attention to how you feel, because you're woe is me energy. Another 5, 5, 5, 5, it's time to close that out. It's time for you to gain your strength back. Masculine may be feeling just a little bit of weakness surrounding it. You may need to, again, tap into a little spirituality, a little religion, whatever you practice, what you believe in. Just kind of tap into that. That way you can walk away from whatever's not serving you, so you can begin to build and heal what you're trying to accomplish here. Because the mental conflict, just feeling, even just mourning the connection. It's like you're mourning the connection. It's like you do want the relationship, you want to communicate that, but it's kind of like, boom, ego in the way. Ego is in the way. Ego is causing the blockages. You being stuck in your head causing blockages. You being in a certain demeanor. As I was stating, it's like the water's flowing behind her. She's standing on a rock when all she can do is just step up in that temple. The sun shining, symbolic as of the sun shining, illumination. You see things a lot more clearly. You can stand in your truth, again, shining light on things. Again, a lot more greenery down there than this little dark rock thing that she's standing on. This one here is sitting at a dark whirlpool of spiraling emotions. Even though that there is a connection, knowing the feelings are mutual, wanting to take action and talk about it, but ego is keeping you kind of messed up mentally though. But I'll relate. Let's move on to feminine. Alright. Well, we're going to take a deep dive on the inside with masculine and kind of pop, I like to say it sometimes, the car analogy. Let's pop open the hood and see what's going on. I mean, because if your car is not working properly or moving or getting you anywhere, right? You gotta look under the hood. You gotta look under the hood and see what's going on the inside to see what we fix and how we fix it. Getting Judgment and Wheel of Fortune, was it? Protection from angels, again, that kind of goes back. It's the traditional Judgment card, has angels blowing the trumpet, making a judgment call, be a shift of energy. Feel like you are being, kind of projected or trajected towards a different timeline. Yeah, new cycle, new adventure. I think the angels are actually shifting this for you. I don't feel like this is something that you're doing yourself, feminine. I think it's going to be an exciting time in your life here. Both of these have a picture of hope and optimism and happiness on their face. She's even kind of looking with curiosity. Look at the expressions on their face. Curiosity. That looks interesting over there. This one here is jumping for joy, throwing her stick in the air. This one here is just excited for things shifting, for the new cycle to begin. It's kind of like you're standing on your own. You're experiencing this on your own. You may feel secure, solid. Yeah, again, on your own. Feminine, you may be feeling alone. Even though you're trying to find some lightness in the dark time, and that goes back to this, a light-filled angel is at your side. It watches over you in every dark doorway. And again, feeling alone and isolated. But even with the Hermit card, both of these identify solitude, right? This one is stable, secure, successful. Maybe finances are on point for yourself, kind of, again, in your own power and in your own purity, pure with oneself. Hermit card is alone at this mountain, finding the inner light. That would be the angel within you. I mean, that's by your side. You're finding light, and during dark times, you may not be able to see what's going on, which is why yeah, because again, block, that was at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, but you're working on it. You're focused on work. You focus on what you're working on, different aspects. You may be feeling alone and out in the cold, but it's again giving a reminder for you. I typically don't get reminders or messages like direct. It typically with the oracle cards is saying, just like with masculines, hiding the truth. This here is, you may feel alone, but you're not. Okay. And you're also kind of stuck in your head too, feeling out in the cold, feeling abandoned, even though you're by yourself. See, we always tend to forget that we're not alone. We're never alone. Even if physically, and I'll tell you all this story, and it was, I don't know how I felt about it. I was coming out of a heavier feeling time, and I was feeling quite good. And I walked, because I had to get another crystal, and I walked into the store, and it was a woman, and I just kind of observed, and she was like, "Nope, not doing it again." Like as soon as I walked in the door, and I was like, "I don't know what she's talking about," because me being let's just say me being myself, my initial reaction, like, who's she talking to? I know she ain't talking about me. But I just watched and I observed, and then she finally came to me and said that, I was carrying some burdens and stuff like that. And I told her, maybe physically alone. I mean, I know that I'm not alone. And it was just to the same lines of, knowing that you're not alone. She also reminded me that of my as well. So that was just, basically, I think she was able, maybe her delivery wasn't the best way, but she was noticing my energy, and she wanted to come and advise. But moving on, feminine. It's kind of like you were kind of stuck in something deceptive, something you weren't seeing clearly, and now you're kind of having a fresh start, new beginning. Because with the devil and the six of wands, it was kind of like the devil kind of won, had some type of triumph, the secret plot plan to get you stuck. The devil was actually here, showing up in the upright, which again, controlling, blocks, restraint. But again, the devil kind of won, and you're having a fresh start, new beginning. So it's like you'll start feeling better. You're being watched after. Again, there's for potential growth, new beginnings. Okay, just kind of take care of yourself. And look at that. I just want to point that out. There's the masculine and the feminine, and between them two, there's some heartbreak surrounding you guys, and you just need to balance yourself out. Even though there was some toxic energy, I feel that may have actually overcome and actually won, had some type of success in your life. It's like you're slowly changing. You're slowly coming out of that. It's slow. It's slow progress to come out of that energy. Okay, you're slowly opening your heart. You're slowly following your intuition to release that energy, and you're pulling in what you actually want. You're attracting some type of judgment in regards to having the family life, being secure and stable. Again, I feel like that's a level up. There's a sense of expansion, again, new cycle, and good news on the way to you. What's after that? Again, the Hermit. You're contemplating, you're thinking, you're kind of in the dark about what took place in the past. I also feel a sense of nostalgia, like you're missing someone, wanting to overcome any obstacles and reconcile. Boom. Show your emotions towards your masculine or towards the Emperor. We already had the King and Queen of Pentacles together. We had the Emperor and the Empress at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Also in patient mode, taking care of yourself, maintaining your stability, securing yourself, very confident, very grounded, very nurturing, very in a aspect earthly. It's like this, you know your worth. You know exactly who you are and what you stand for. Yeah, and you're going to protect your energy, okay? I feel like this is a sense of peace and relief at this point. All of them have their eyes closed. No, none of them have their eyes open. None of them are paying attention to the negativity, the toxic energy. Even this Page of Wands is very optimistic and hopeful. Having a bright and cheery outlook on what's ahead, what actions to take next. Because I do get a sense of overcoming the devil, overcoming the ties that the trap that was set for you. You're protected. You are wholeheartedly protected. Okay, feminine. Just reiterating some of that reminder. Yeah, just keep again more eyes closed energy. Trust that you are protected. Is keep your even if you see like with your physical eye what's going on in front of you, your mind's eye is closed to it. You're not acknowledging it because you are protected. You are confident. I'm getting an air of confidence because, yeah, you're very confident in the actions that you're taking. You're not even revealing them. You don't have to speak on it because you are quietly taking action towards a judgment that you made for something that you want to stick around for a very long time, and be secure about. So let's go. All right, moving on to mutual energy. And I'll say this. I feel like if feminine's on her way to go towards something established that she's been working on for a long time, that has grown to the Ten of Pentacles energy, she's confident in what she's taking action towards. Even though the devil may feel like they won or had some type of success, this one's like, hey, not my fight. Not my fight. I know I can be patient because I know what I'm worth, and I'm very protected. All right. It's how you're moving. Okay. All right. Feminine mutual energy. Page of Swords in reverse. Let's see. You guys aren't speaking on this change. You guys are kind of actually moving on blind faith, I heard. It's like your faith is solid. Is her eyes open? No. It's like she's looking down at the ground, but moving on faith. It kind of looks like her eyes were looking down, but they may be closed. I can't really tell. If you guys wanna take a look at her eyes, tell me if they look down or if